Yo, it's that Nez. Drop another review on y'all. And this time, what we're gonna be doing a review of is the BAM. This is the Wone Nice Evaporative Cooler. Now, it's by Wone Nice, WONENICE, Wone Nice, and it's a cooler, and it does that by evaporating the air, pushing it through some water to cool off your air, and cools the air up to 30 degrees Fahrenheit. Evaporative cooling technology, mini air conditioning fan, portable air conditioning fan. So let's just get right into this bad boy. Here goes the front of the box like that. Bizam. Side of the box. It gives you some examples, some uses you can use with it. Golfing, watching the game, resting in sports, amusement parks, sunbathing, barbecue and picnics, which is probably what I use this for. Camping, indoor uses, hot flashes, home and office. And there goes your artwork again. Other side, same thing, except you got your barcode down here. That's kind of jacked up. On the top, you got some more artwork here, and it's checked off as to the color, which is either black or gray. Bottom of here, made in China like everything else. It's your model number, PC505, and then on the back, you got a whole plethora of information. That's basically what's in the package right there. It's going over the technology. You can pause and read it for yourself if you need to learn the technology. Some more info on it. Requires 4 AA batteries, not included. Requires tap, distilled, or mineral water. Me personally, I would go with either bottled water or distilled water. I wouldn't go with tap water because then it requires more cleaning. Alright, so let's just get into this bad boy. Okay. Gray. That's what it is. So it's gray and white. Okay, on that side, you got your power cord, which is USB to whatever power that is. You got a bottle here. I guess this is for so you can put the right amount of water. You never have to guess how much water this holds. Also acts as a spare. Got some instructions on the front. Looks like it's Chinese. Bam. Oh, it's like Chinese and English. It's like Chinglish. Yeah, on the front and back, the whole thing is in Chinglish. So, good luck with that. I'm not reading it. No, I do. And then we have the unit right here. I have to say, just off the bat, holding my hand, it feels kind of sturdy. Feels pretty good in the hand. That's what she said, I know. Has a little strap on here so you can hold on. I know that's what she says too, right? You can turn this to adjust it, what direction you want to blow on you. Whew, I'm on a roll here, right? This right here, you can adjust the blow. Oh, it's the power button, and you adjust the blowing strength. Woo! I know that's what every guy wants to say, right? Right there, looks like you got your sponge. That's where the water is going to go to absorb all the water, which is going to pull the air through here, and then it's going to blow the cool air out of here. In here, looks like the spot for our batteries. I'm assuming, if I can pull this down. Yes, 4 AA's, baby, right there. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that off for now. Right here, that comes off. Here goes our sponge, which is already a little bit wet, spongy. So there's no real spot to hold the water, no real reservoir to hold the water. So you're relying on this sponge to soak up whatever water, which now I don't understand why you have a bottle, because you're not necessarily pouring the water on anything. um, into anything. Maybe just a spare bottle just to keep spare water. But what I would do, quite frankly, is just it's, now that I realize it's a sponge system, even though I kind of knew that before, it's easier just to run it under the tap and just soak up the sponge and then slap it in here. But like I said, you should only use bottled water because that'll be less cleaning of this bad boy in the long run. But it does say it can run on anything pretty efficient. I mean, I don't see any parts that the water has to filter through, so maybe tap water is fine with this. So you know what? With that being said, I'm just going to go ahead and use tap water. It looks like oh yeah, that's right. There's a spot here. It's not a charging cable, it's an actual power cable. So you don't necessarily need batteries. You can actually power it with your computer, or if you have a little power brick, plug this into an outlet and power it that way. I imagine it doesn't require that much power to run. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and pre-soak this in a little bit of water and then slap this in here and turn it on, see what we're working with. Let me get some batteries too while we're at it. 4 AA's. Be right back. We got the batteries. I'm just going to go ahead and slap these in there, and then I'm going to go and soak my sponge after. Oh, I already have it on. Turn that back off. Fan's pretty powerful, as you can see. Okay, now we're all locked and loaded. So now what I'm going to do is get our sponge to soak. Alright, back. Got our sponge with some water in it. Now we got everything going. Now, hey, let's check it out, see how we're working. Okay, right off the bat, the air is not that cool, but I imagine it has to get a chance to pull some air through the sponge, and then it should start getting cooler. So we shall see. Okay, there is no strength I'm seeing. When you turn it on, you can turn the wheel as much as you want, and it's going to be the same strength. You can't make it lower or higher. It's either off or on, and then you can just keep turning the wheel all the way to the end if you want, but it doesn't get any stronger or weaker by turning it one way or the other. So I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but I imagine if you're going to be using this, you might as well just have that max strength to be as cool as you can possibly be. So take that with a grain of salt. But the air is starting to get a little cooler, I have to say. So as I'm reading the box here, as it's blowing on me, water-cooled sponge. Effective and efficient cellulose sponge designed for high water absorbency and air permeability. How it works: air passes through the water-soaked cooling sponge and loses energy to evaporation. Air intake grills. Turbine fan, turbocharged turbine fan, engineered for continuous high-velocity airflow. Power control, power on demand. Variable speed allows full control over output. Well, that's a crock. That doesn't work. Turn it 90 degrees rotatable. Turbine one allows you to control the direction of the cool blast. Real portability. Battery powered operation at a lightweight personal scale. Handy adjustable cushion padded hand strap designed for comfort. Okay, now that I just read what I normally don't read, try to figure out, a little bit, but the air is kind of cool. I have to say, the air is really cool. So I imagine, like, if you actually, and I didn't run the sponge under cold water, I just ran it under like room temp water. So I guess if I had to put this in like cold water, or maybe if I had a cup of ice water and soak the sponge in the ice water, this bad boy would be blowing like AC type air at me right now. But I could tell you, as I'm talking, it is getting cooler because it's pulling more air through, and the soaked sponge is cooling off the air and is blowing it directly on me. So I have to say, like, on a day like today where it's not really hot, you're not really telling the difference that much. But on that really hot day, this is going to be nice. This is going to be nice because this is going to be at least 20 degrees cooler than whatever is going on in the environment at the time. Unless you're sitting directly in front of an AC vent. So I'm gonna say, I mean, this was only like $12, if that. Um, for the price, cop that. It's battery powered, I believe, with the battery. You get 10 hours of use. I mean, I don't know how long before the sponge evaporates, but with the battery, I imagine that it goes for 10 hours. And then you got to change the batteries, you know, if it goes 10 hours continuously. And that's why they provided this, so that way you don't have to use up your batteries. So, because you'd be going through batteries, like you'd be going through batteries, a set of batteries every night. You know, if you had some of this, if you had this like at your nightstand, or even if you had it at your desk at work, you do a 10-hour day, boom, set of batteries, done. You know? So, that's where this comes in handy. You take the batteries out, you plug this into your computer, your tower, whatever. If you have a portable battery pack, plug it into that bad boy. Let this bad boy power up. You know, you're out on the beach. You sitting there with light AC on you. And everybody, you sitting out there with light AC on you, and everybody else is is out there sweltering. So, with that being said, I'm going to say this is a definite get. Cop this. I'll throw the links in the description where you can get it from. I'm Dat Brunez, and this has been the official review of the Wone Nice Evaporative Air Cooler. I'm Dat Brunez. Feel that cool air, baby? Do you feel that cool air, baby? I'm out this piece.